Microsoft released the Fall Creators Update details, and this was going to tell us all about what's going to happen with this creator update. Things that are removed, things that are added, functionality, programs essentially they're being removed, or at least forgotten about and maybe left on there for now. And the biggest one that everyone has pointed out and is pointing and looking at is Paint. And if you don't know, Paint's been around for 32 years, and it was around when Windows was first conceived with Windows 1.0 back in 1985. Yes, Paint has stood the test of time along with programs like Calculator and Notepad. Honestly, I'm a little surprised Notepad's even still there because we have WordPad. I don't know, it seems odd. But anyway, Paint has been a mainstay. Most people even use it to this day for things like memes that you see online that are crudely drawn because, I mean, there's a certain charm and obviously comedic factor to that. And then some YouTubers even built their entire career using Microsoft Paint. And again, it has to do just with the shoddiness of it, how it looks. But there are some people out there, very talented people, by the way, with some very good mouse clicking ability, where they have created works of art in Microsoft Paint. Really good looking artistic visions of different things using a very basic program, Microsoft Paint. And that's the thing. It's not changed much. I mean, sure, if you go back and look at Windows 1.0, the entire thing has changed. But for the most part, what we had in XP has not drastically changed throughout the years leading up to Windows 10. And Microsoft has I think, taken notice here. And they introduced something called Paint 3D. And it's more complex. It definitely has a lot more to it where you can take things and change them to 3D, for example. But the reason people like Paint so much is because it's very simple to use and realistic, it's very quick. Now obviously opening Paint is very fast because you open it and it automatically throws you onto a canvas of the default size. And you can start doing things like copying and pasting a print screen command where you take your entire screen and copy and paste it there, and then you can start cutting it out super fast. I went ahead and checked out Paint 3D a little more because I usually use Paint when I print screen something and I want to cut like a quote out or something. That's what I use, is generally just Paint because it's quick. You open it, you paste it, you cut it, and that's it. It's very fast. Whereas if you go into things like GIMP or Photoshop, there's a little more to it. Not as much as, say, if you're trying to do a full-blown, like, crazy looking image, but still, there's more work. Paint is very quick. I checked out Paint 3D. There is more to it. It takes a little more time, and I like Paint itself. Now, right now, they have moved Paint to Deprecated. It's not being removed, it's just being forgotten about right now. It's going to be, according to them, left there as an exe that you have to go and find, which if you type it, from what I can tell right now, into the search results on your taskbar at the bottom, it will still pop up. But this marks that Microsoft is pretty much going to forget about Paint. No more updates, and eventually when people kind of start to forget about it and maybe move more to Paint 3D, it'll just be outright removed in one of those automatic updates that you really can't stop easily. In this case, you're going to wake up one day and Paint just won't be there anymore. Really though, I think the only reason Microsoft would do that is if it became a security issue. I'm not sure if it ever will, but if somehow there's a security hole that's never closed and they just want to we're not going to deal with it. We're just going to remove Paint because we have Paint 3D, which is their answer to Photoshop essentially. They want to build that in for better functionality in Windows. In their case, they just want to keep making Windows a better product to have you upgrade. So if you want Paint 3D, you're going to upgrade to Windows 10, for example, or Windows 11 whenever the next one comes out. That's the idea here. So no, Paint is not gone, but it's not exactly present anymore, if that makes sense. It's going to just kind of be left on the back burner. It'll be left there for you to check out until it inevitably is removed, because trust me, they will eventually remove it. Even if there is no security loophole, they may want you to just start using Paint 3D to get everyone used to that and then move on. It's just a shame. It's been 32 years. It is kind of a little piece of history on Windows. Believe it or not, it's a program that we've been running since Windows 1. So you have that, Calculator, Notepad, and there's probably one other that I'm not thinking of. But it's a shame to see. I think there's a lot of people who are a little sad about it, but you know what? We're going to move on to the next thing with Paint 3D, I guess. Unless you're just going to keep a computer around that has Windows 7 on it, which most people do. I have one that has Windows 7 on it, but either way, we'll move on. It's one of those things that, hey, that's it, from your childhood or your nostalgia factor. It's Microsoft knows it's time to move on from a very basic graphics program to a better one with Paint 3D. With more functionality. Let me know what you guys think though about this, and let me know any of your favorite memories with Paint, or maybe you're a fan of the memes and the pictures that pop up that are obviously done in Microsoft Paint. I know there's a lot of comedy there. It's fun, it's crude looking, and it has that charm about it. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I'll see you tomorrow morning for Newswave.